Hi guys, Paul Pluta channel, Paul Pluta paid reviews, doing a paid review for Richie. Hi Archie, sending you $20 from Silver Coins. My name is Richie from the United Kingdom. I want you to review a prediction I'm making about the Rolex market. I'm in the current Rolex market, the hot model WAS, the Daytona ceramic, but now potentially being upspurred by the Pepsi GMT steel. People had assumed that any steel Pepsi releases may push the price of the white gold 116719 value down. But my theory is quite the opposite. I think Rolex has created Pepsi fever. People are going crazy for the Pepsi. UK dealers have told me they never saw such a rush for any model. The old and the white gold, it's gone bananas. I think all values are going up. I picked up a used white gold 116719 on the first day of Basel World 2018 for a good deal, as I know Rolex could never fill demand for the steel, and the resale price of that piece will be hugely overpriced. You may as well get the full white gold. Will I be correct, or will my gamble flop in the next year? Let me know, Arch. I'm sending you a little vid of the watch. Regards, Richie. Thank you, Richie. Thank you, Richie, indeed. What can I say there? Very, very interesting indeed. Pepsi fever. Pepsi fever. What do I think? What is my opinion there? I gotta be completely frank with you, Richie. I don't think you should be buying big money watches as your only investment strategy. Pepsi itself there, I think Rolex has been very, very clever with the Pepsi. What is my view on the white gold Pepsi you've purchased? It's funny that you've bought this, because I've got a really good friend of mine, very probably the super collector, and he recently just bought the white gold Pepsi as well, which I previewed on my channel. I did an unboxing video of his white gold Pepsi, and he had a choice of either staying with the traditional black Pepsi dial on the white gold or going for the new bluey grey dial, and he decided to hold and stay with the black dial. I got to be completely frank and honest with you. I think, in my opinion there, I think the Pepsis themselves there, if you are well off enough to buy a white gold Pepsi, kudos to you. That is fantastic. I really think good on you. Good on you indeed there. You obviously have got, you're doing something right to be able to buy a white gold Pepsi new. Far out! That's a lot of money. A lot of money. It's a magnificent watch. What's my view there? Look, I really do think the gold versions, the gold versions, they traditionally, they do fall on the secondary market. But I think the white gold Pepsi will probably, you might see 20-30% fall in the secondary market in a couple years' time. But I don't think it really matters. I think someone like you, instead of looking at this wristwatch as an investment tool, you got to look at it as an investment in your career. Well, I mean, what are you doing as a job? You're probably self-employed, or you're top of your game. So I think you've got to use this as a tool to further your career. And I think that's a better investment strategy. Look at it as a tool to your hocus pocus, to your career. And I think it's a really cool idea to have a white gold Pepsi. That is just success written all over it. Doesn't matter what anyone says. that is a superb watch. What do I think with this Pepsi fever? I think Rolex has been very, very clever. Look, they stole the show at Baselworld 2018. Completely stole the show. They made Amiga look like fools. It was the highlight of the show. So, and the fact that Rolex did it with Tudor, a joint effort to have two Pepsis coming out, two Pepsi GMTs. I think there's going to be the Coke. I think Rolex is going to do the same thing with the Coke. We might see a Coke come back to market. I think that would be amazing. I think the Pepsi is always going to be, it's never going to lose that gloss there. It's funny. It's the GMT, going back 20 years ago, the GMT was the softest sports model. Now it's the Explorer 2. So it's really interesting how the market has turned there. Will I be correct, or will my gamble flop in the next year? No, look. I think you've got to look at it as an investment in you yourself. Don't look at it as an investment in a watch. Buying a white gold Pepsi for yourself, I mean, fuck, you're at the top of your game. That watch there is to be enjoyed. It's to be used. That's what I would do. I would say, you can't look at this investment paying a return as how much you can sell it for. You got to look at it as, hey, that was a great business tool. You're taken seriously. I think it's a great thing to have. I think a solid gold sports Rolex is amazing. I enjoyed my I had the solid gold Submariner, yellow gold Submariner with the blue bezel and dial. I loved it. And I then sold it. Yes. See, the whole thing is with this this Pepsi, it's a curve. It's a learning curve, and it's a journey through horology. I mean, after you've had this for a little while, you might sell it and get a Patek, get a beautiful Patek Philippe. That's what I'd the next level of collector there. So I mean, I think you shouldn't really measure this as an investment return on that piece. It lets you grow as a person. I can't see how that watch would hurt any business you're in. You're at the top of your game already. I don't know what profession you're in, but if it's law, if it's medicine, if it's business, commercial enterprise, you're at the top of your game. Having a Pepsi, white gold Pepsi, how could you? You're at the top of your game. It's an investment in your career. It's an investment in you as a person. So I would really enjoy it. Love the watch. I wouldn't be too concerned with, does it go up, does it go down? Just enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. You've 99.9% of the population cannot get one. Okay, just realize that. That is a fucking expensive watch. Enjoy it, savor it, Richard. Just I think realistically, I wouldn't look at making money out of these things. I think just enjoy it. It's going to be, put it this way, it's going to help your career a lot. You know, you get taken seriously. People you don't like will be impressed. It's a cool thing to have. It's a really, really cool thing to have. And I think when you look at investment returns on watches, it's not just, hey, I buy this for 4,000, I sell it for 5. I mean, that's, yes, it's a return, but there's more to it than that. It's the fact that, oh, I wore this when that sexy girl let me tongue kiss her in the back of the office. I wore this when I was on that business trip and I took Veronica back. You know, that's the sort of memories these watches hold. So you got to look at it bigger picture. And I mean, that sort of watch, what's next? That sort of watch, you keep it for a few years, then get a Patek, get a fuck off Patek. I think the thing with these luxury watches is Rolex or Patek Philippe, and you never go wrong. Okay, you buy those two brands, and you really can't go wrong. Rolex or Patek Philippe. That's the thing. So I think next brand for you would be a a fuck off Patek Philippe in a couple years time, So enjoy it, savor it, love it, and thank you so much for watching the Paul Pluta channel. Remember, like, subscribe, tell your fuckhead friends, and put a few really nasty comments down below. Quick wristwatch check. Monaco, Hoya Monaco, fuckers.
Can't take my eyes on me, my thoughts on me just growing.